Hi, stream.
Probably a shitty idea either way.
Let's do this.
All right, so the party has had a minute or two to discuss, and what have we come up with?
We still don't like it.
All right, team.
gonna
Here's
start
the
a
scenario. Liam, you do your thing. Keiko, you protect him.
No,
Karen,
I'm
you go left and scout. I'm gonna go right and scout.
Yes,
Right.
that's how it's going.
And I go.
me and
Yep.
Liam are doing a praying circle. I want to make this clear. I'm praying to
No,
I'm praying
I
to
get down
Ifra.
on. I'm already
First
praying to
circle.
Gazra. I
Nice.
have my sigil
pray
out.
to
I've
God.
drawn the leaf in the dirt.
Okay.
I ask if I could be told if this mine, if it is such, it's a mine. I know, right? Because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah.
All right. What is mined here, and if the people of the mine have committed any offense?
Okay. You get nothing.
I'm praying
Fuck.
for guidance
Pray more. It's gonna be a bit till we get back.
and I'm praying also for guidance to ever find my sigil again.
You also get nothing.
Whose
Doesn't
prayer
even
was
roll
the
dice.
best prayer? I wanna know.
Do what?
Was my prayer better?
Neither one of your prayers were any better than the other. Neither one of you got anything. All right. Takai, we'll start with you. What are you looking for?
I'm
You're just
looking
scouting
for
the
how
outside of it?
Yeah, like I'm looking specifically for those two goblins that I saw, and like if I see a place where people could go inside, like an entrance.
Okay, so
into
yeah.
the thing.
Roll me a perception check, and you're just going to
Yeah,
walk
okay.
the entire outside of the crater.
Yep, yeah. Garen's going left. I'm going right. We're gonna meet up, see what we saw, and go back.
Perfect. Garen, same thing then?
All right.
So my 19 is that one. He's
Okay.
17.
Okay, so you guys both, you guys, you're on opposite sides, but you pretty much see the same thing. You guys both see a path about halfway across the thing that heads down into the middle. It appears to just be a dirt path that kind of heads down towards the middle. That path, if you look down it, it kind of branches off quite a lot the further and further it goes down. You don't really see any goblins or anything up here at all. Lemuria, you don't know where the fuck those two goblins got off to. Other than that, you guys get another couple of really good views of just how immense the structures are that are down there. You would imagine 600-700 foot, maybe. The things are fucking huge. Yeah, and you guys just kind of meet up on the other side. And then there's also a path. Garen, you bump into a second path about a third of the way. How the hell? No, Lemera, you bump into a path about a third of the way around.
okay. And there's no activity on the path though until you get way down there.
No, there's nobody up here at all. From what you guys made it all the way around the circle and didn't see anybody come
So,
even halfway
I want
up.
to do basically like a geography to see if I can tell where this path would lead. If like it leads towards like a city I wouldn't know, or towards like
Sure, go for it.
a town. Okay.
You're kind of not very familiar with this part of the world, but I'll let you roll it
Right.
anyways.
26.
Okay. So you recognize that the path that Garen didn't see, the one that wasn't directly in the middle, that probably leads kind of back to where the road you were originally on is leading.
Okay.
You imagine they would intersect at some point a little ways over there.
Right.
This other road, it heads west to where,
Right.
but it heads west.
So my best guess, I'm assuming then, would be that this is probably the group of goblins that seems to be harassing people on the main road. So
This would appear to be a group of something. You still have not confirmed that they're actually goblins down there, but you would
Right.
assume that this is. They might be the people that are harassing, but like I said, you haven't seen anyone come even halfway up the crater yet, so
Got any fireworks left? We can fire down towards them.
it's kind of a hard
Yes.
assumption to be made. Because you
Yes.
haven't seen any definitive goblins, and you haven't seen any raiding parties going in or out. Those types
Right.
of things that you would expect from an encampment. You would
Right.
expect a goblin encampment. There's people coming in and out, fucking shit up. Bringing back. You'd see prisoners or something. This
Yeah.
almost looks almost dwarven. It almost looks like a giant dwarven mine, almost just with
So
things that aren't
so
dwarves in it.
the view me and Vigil have right now, is it just like standing on top of like Empire State
Alrighty.
Building,
Kind
looking
of.
down
Yeah.
the city?
So
Yeah, kind of.
I
I'm
take
going
out a
to-
silver
It's more
cup.
shallow though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the path, and I'm gonna try and just walk towards the town.
Okay,
or
well,
the-
right now you're actually on the you're pretty much the
Oh,
only
I've
place where
already
there
passed?
isn't a path. You and Garen are meeting up right now,
Okay.
Yeah.
and if you want to go back, you can. But
Okay.
you circled all the way around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and Garen are the far side of the circle.
Right. So when I meet up with Garen, I tell him what I saw.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a hostile encampment.
It doesn't, and I'm guessing that you saw a path on your side.
I don't think I did I, Soba?
You saw a path heading east, almost parallel to the road that you were just on.
Yeah, there's a path heading east, back similar to the road.
Yeah, I'm thinking that one probably eventually leads out, like, or meets with that road. But I'm gonna go down there.
Okay. I'll,
So which path is closer, the one that I would have seen or the one he saw? You're muted.
You're literally pretty much equal distance at this point from either path.
Alrighty, well I'll say let's go back your way so I can at least see the other side.
okay. I'll follow him.
So
So
you
go to the
guys, yeah, you guys just walk around. You end up making it back over. There's a path on what you, Lemuria, would probably recognize to be basically the exact opposite side of the whatever this is.
Okay, so I get
So,
the path goes basically straight through the town, city thing and back up,
Yeah, roughly.
roughly. Okay.
I mean, it's not a perfect
So,
line.
well,
But...
Right.
Yeah.
So they like meet up and then they go back out.
No, they like meet up on the far side, and then Lemuria continues going around the circle, and Garen just turns around with her.
All right. Well, then if Gazra doesn't answer me, can I?
Yeah,
make a
absolutely.
prayer to
You can.
another god?
Yeah, you can make another prayer.
All right. I want to make a prayer to Gorum. He's the god of basically forging.
Okay.
Is the ore here used to make weapons for goblins?
You get literally nothing.
Motherfucker.
Like normally when you pray to Gazra, you get like, even if I say nothing, like there's still like a wind blowing or like leaves rustling.
There's
This is
something-
literally nothing. This is just.
This guy just does not.
You sound like you're talking to a rock right now.
Actually, I am talking to a rock.
Yeah. Did you get the joke?
You okay there, Berg?
Did you get it, guys? I like it. I like it.
So wait, does Gathra like him talking to other gods?
You guys have
No.
no idea.
I know Gazra doesn't. He's a fucking fickle bitch.
Lemuria, you guys make up to that path. What are we doing here?
Alrighty, I'm like, alright, Garen, you're welcome to follow me if you want, but
Yep.
okay. So I'm just gonna start walking down.
Okay. You make it about halfway down
Yeah.
the side of it, and you can start like making out actual people. There's definitely goblins here, but they just kind of seem to be a part of the crowd, if you will.
Okay.
You see tons of races. You see, even though you thought there weren't any dwarves, you do see a couple of dwarves coming in and out. You see
Okay.
some goblins. You see some other weird reddish creatures. They're kind of goblin height. They almost look fairly goblin, but their mouths are a little bit wider and they're a little bit shorter and their heads are a little bit fatter. They look fucking weird, and they're just kind of bustling around.
So it's kind of like the main
There's
town
humans.
where everybody just kind of mingles.
From what you guys are still only halfway up the crater, but you
Yeah.
can definitely see a pretty decent variety of people. There's some
Right.
humans, some
Yeah,
goblins.
Now that I'm
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
there's some humans intermingled in there as well.
so from like, how are they dressed?
Pretty normally. The humans that you see are dressed a little bit light, and a couple of them are a bit dirty. But other than that, they seem how you would be dressed. Other than
Are there like
some,
people?
most
Can
are
I
wearing
tell?
armor.
Like it's like a normal city. Like would I see like a guard or like?
Well, you're
anything
only
like that? Like,
you're only like halfway up the crater right now.
Okay.
You're just like making out like the bit, like you can see down. You're like, that's
Right,
a
right.
fucking person. What the fuck? Or a
Right.
dwarf for that
so
type of
as I
stuff.
get closer, those are the things I'm looking for. Those like, is there like a kind of like it's like a township like where like there's a guard? Is there people riding on animals? Like anything else like out
Okay.
of the normal?
So as you approach, you guys just continue walking down the hill. You guys
Yep.
get down towards the bottom, and there's a small. I mean, it's not small, but from further away, you pretty much couldn't see it. There's an archway. It's only about 8 foot tall,
Mhm.
and it's actually pretty fucking wide for no reason at all. but it's only about 8 foot tall, and there's 3 armed guards standing out in front of it, and there's currently an iron gate up in the archway, and they don't move at all. They're wielding halberds, full plate mail, rather shiny plate mail actually.
Okay. So as I get closer, I try and hail them.
None of them
Are these none of them answer?
None of them react at all. They completely just continue looking straight forward.
Are they the only guards that we see in the town?
Those are you're outside the gates right now. On the other side of the gates, you can see that there's 2 more. On top of the gates, you see one that appears to be patrolling. You're not sure if it's like one that goes and another comes, or if it's the same one just going in a circle. But there's a guard or multiple guards passing above.
How tall is the wall?
Only about 10 foot. It's not very tall.
And these guards, do they appear to be human, or what?
They're roughly 5 foot tall, most of them. One in particular is about 6 foot ish. He's the biggest one there, definitively.
Okay.
And he's actually kind of pacing in front of the gate. He's not. The other 2 are standing there,
automatons.
and the other one's actually pacing in front of the gate.
Okay. So how far away am I from the gate now?
About 100 yards.
So I'll try and call out again.
They don't respond at all.
No one responds at all.
The gates are closed. These are the only 3 people on this side of the wall.
Okay, so I'll keep trying to get closer. I'll try greetings in like other languages, including Nomish, Dwarven, and Elvish. Nothing.
They don't even. It's almost like they don't even see you. They just continue looking straight forward. The pacing one, as you're getting closer, you can hear him kind of talking to himself,
Okay.
muttering something. Garen,
So
I'm assuming you're tagging along this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not going to try and greet them in my other language.
Sure.
I don't think they'll like it.
Yeah, good call. I'll look to him. I'm like, can you sense anything differently? Like, do you smell anything out of the ordinary?
Do I? 16.
It smells like it smells like a city. It's not
Yeah.
exactly the best fucking smell you've ever smelled, but
So, of the guards specifically, does he smell them?
no, the guards appear to just be people. They're covered in full plate. You don't really get much off of them from 50 yards out.
Yeah, I can't tell much. Giant city behind him kind of covers up the smell.
Yeah.
Understandable. Okay. Well, I'll try and get the guy who's walking around the outside's attention then.
You guys actually hear an explosion. The 2 that are down there. It's not a very loud explosion, but it's definitively an explosion. It's actually beneath you, some amount of distance. But you hear a pretty decent sized rumbling, and the ground kind of shakes a little bit where your feet are. The guards just continue doing what they're doing. One of them, the one pacing, kind of looks up towards the tower a little bit, and then just kind of shakes his head and continues pacing.
So he's not even recognizing me either?
Nope. As you're approaching, he's completely ignoring you. How close are you intending on getting to this guy? Are we walking like within 10 feet of him, or?
25 yards.
Okay, yeah. At 25 yards, he kind of like looks at you momentarily, and then just goes back to what he's doing. The other 2 guards, you can see they kind of stand a little bit more at attention.
And as we're coming down, did I see any sign of animals?
Completely fucking barren. It's all just gray rock for like a fucking third of a mile. And then you come
And
down here.
nothing.
And
I
there's
couldn't
just
see
a
any
city.
in the city very well either. Like by the time I got closer,
I
I
mean,
could see them.
you might have seen a horse or a donkey or something, but again, there's nothing really weird. It's just kind of. It almost looks like a city, really. It's. A busy city, maybe a poor city, but a city with ridiculously well-armed guards on the outside of it, and nobody
Right.
leaving it or entering it for the past 10 minutes that you've been here.
So I'll look over at Garen. I'm like, Garen, I kind of want to try something stupid.
Yeah? What is it?
And I start walking towards the gate.
Okay.
So are they in front of it, or are they like on the wall?
There's one in front on the left-hand side, there's one in front on the right-hand side, and then there's the one pacing. There's another one that's going about the wall, You're not
Okay.
sure if it's one person going around or
Right,
one
or
person.
just multiple.
And then